The Knicks snapped the Spurs' 11-game win streak. The Timberwolves still have the Nuggets' number. And the Celtics have one of the craziest games they've had in the past few years. My name is Levi Jacob, and you are listening to the daily basketball recap in 15 minutes or less. We're going to jump into the most noteworthy game first. The Knicks beat the Spurs 114-89 when Benyama set the tone early. He finished with 25, 13, and 4 blocks. Jalen Brunson led the Knicks in scoring with 16 in the first half. Mikal Bridges dominated both ends with 25, 5, and 5 steals. Bridges became just the fourth Knick to post that stat line in his regular season game. The Knicks actually held San Antonio to the season low of 89 points. That is their lowest point total of this year. And this is the largest Spurs loss of the season. A very nice game for the Knicks. Very needed. They really needed this game in order to prove that they're still, in that upper echelon of teams in the Eastern Conference. And overall, just really, really delivered. Very impressive win from them. Nets versus Cavs. The final was Cavaliers win. Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen did a lot of finishing inside. Cavs opened the game on a big, big early run before Brooklyn kind of got their feet under them. Michael Porter Jr. kept the Nets afloat with his shot making, finishing with 26 points. Nolan Traore attacked all night, finishing with 17 points. James Harden controlled really key stretches of the game, though, with scoring and playmaking. Jarrett Allen finished with 20 points, including key buckets really late down the stretch. And Dennis Schroeder split a late pair at the free throw line. But Cleveland ended up holding on to the game to win it. Still no Donovan Mitchell. He's out with injury. Next, the Pistons versus the Magic. Pistons win this game 106-92. Very, very physical game. Orlando brought a lot of defensive energy early, forcing turnovers and just going on fast breaks. Cade set the tone very physically, scoring 10 points in the first quarter. Paolo led Orlando early, finishing the first half with 17 points. Detroit flipped the game, though, after halftime with pace and defense. Really, that picked up for them. Cade closed strong with mid-range, just shot making and good control. And the Pistons pulled away late for a pretty convincing road win at this point, honestly, in the season. Like they just made sure to be everywhere. It was really impressive. And I just like their play all together. There's good team chemistry going on. Next, the Grizzlies versus the Pacers. Grizzlies beat the Pacers 125-106. Fast-paced start with both teams trading a lot of buckets on the stretch. Memphis leaned into the ball movement and spacing with its young core because that's basically all they have right now is just a lot of really young players. Even like in terms of chemistry-wise, a lot of new players playing with each other. Ben Shepherd hit 3 triples for Indiana to keep them close. Jalen Wells led the Grizzlies with 21 points. Ryan Repair added 18 points, continuing Memphis's hot shooting. And the Grizzlies shot it extremely well and pulled away in the second half. Just a really good effort for them overall. The Pacers don't really have a lot of people playing right now who are healthy. The argument to be made, I guess, is are those people who aren't healthy really not healthy, or are they just being held out? Totally different discussion, but still, like, it wasn't a hard win for the Grizzlies to get, but the Grizzlies still played well with the talent that they have at this point in time. Bulls versus Bucks. The Bulls win 120-97. Milwaukee controlled the first half. They built a double-digit lead. Matas Buzelis scored 20 points for Chicago. Josh Giddey had his first Josh Giddey-looking game of the season. He absolutely stuffed the stat sheet. 20 points, 14 rebounds, 10 assists. This marked his 15th career triple-double, tying Scottie Pippen for second most in Bulls history. That's fun. That's a fun little a beat there. Chicago exploded, though, with a 27-0 run to completely flip the game. Bulls snapped an 11-game losing streak in a pretty dominant fashion. Again, it's against the Bucks. It doesn't really tell you anything, but still fun watch. The Timberwolves versus Nuggets. Wow. Anthony Edwards in the first quarter, I want to say, had 4 points. He only shot twice. He then decided, you know what? We're not losing to this team. We're not losing to this Nuggets team. The Nuggets don't look like they have in past years. They absolutely just, blew them out of the water. The start of the game, Jokic controlled the early game, scoring 15 points in the first half. Anthony Edwards responded with 21 points by the end of the game. But again, in the first quarter, he only had 4 just because he wasn't shooting. He just wasn't a part of the offense. They were trying to get Io into it. Julius Randle is looking all out of sorts right now. I don't know what the deal is with their chemistry. Minnesota, though, tightened defensively in the second quarter. Julius Randle filled the box score. Wolves dominated, though, in the third quarter with a huge run. But this is a good win for them to finish off their road trip. This Minnesota team needs to find their cohesiveness before the playoffs start. Otherwise, it really won't be good for them. But Anthony Edwards was in total control of this game throughout the whole entire thing, making the shots that he wanted to make. In terms of ball movement, they they've lost something. There used to be like more synergy. I don't know what it is. Chris Finch also has been telling Ant to pass more. Ant doesn't want to pass, but he shouldn't have to pass because he's the best player on the court. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but they have to find it again. But I would be worried if I was a Nuggets fan, just because they just like literally gave the game to the Wolves. They were up, and it just was not. It wasn't pretty. I don't know what the deal is, but there was a lot of like turnovers off of like passes that were leading passes that people just didn't get to. I don't know what the deal is. Thunder versus Mavericks next. Thunder win 100-87. OKC went on a 12-0 run early to seize real control of this game. SGA scored from everywhere. He just completely dictated the pace. Chet finished with 19-9 and 2 blocks. Isaiah Joe chipped in with 14 off the bench. SGA had his 59th straight 20-point road game. He passed Wilt. That's a record that exists that he passed Wilt on. Always cool to say you passed Wilt Chamberlain, but very oddly specific. Do you know what I'm saying? And then the Thunder just absolutely took over defensively. No problem. They completely won this game. But there's, again, on the other side of the ball for the Mavericks, really not a lot of health. Like not even Cooper Flag is playing right now. So it's not. It was an impressive win from the standpoint of utilizing every single part of the team that you need to utilize. Like the Thunder always do this with they're just good team synergy. It's like they're exact opposite of the Wolves, to be honest with you. But again, it's against the Mavs, so it really tells you nothing. The Hawks beat the Trailblazers 135-101. Still no Denny. He's still out with his back injury. Atlanta blitzed Portland early and never slowed down. They just kept going. Onyeka Okongwu had a monster night with 25 points and 10 rebounds, but he made 7 threes. That's not usual for him, you know? Jonathan Kuminga still proving that he is worth the effort for teams to get 20 points and 7 rebounds for him. And he had a crazy dunk, absolutely crazy dunk. And the Hawks get their 4th straight win. I think they're making the playoffs this year. I really do. I think their record is still kind of in limbo. I think that they're going to end up making the playoffs, end up making at least a play-in with a top 7 seed. Next, 76ers versus Celtics. Celtics, they're very good. I don't understand it. They're very good. They blew them out of the water. 114-98. Tyrese Maxey came out very aggressive for Philly. Jaylen Brown finished with 27, 8, and 8. Boston, total control of the glass because Neemias Queta had the best game of his career. 27 points, 17 boards, and 3 blocks. You gotta love it. I love it out of a guy who last year, literally no one knew his name. Like, totally insane. Just, like, it shouldn't happen, and I love that it does, you know? Especially against the 76ers. Like, what are you talking about? It's like a division, division rival, but not a division rival. Like, Eastern Conference potential final. And, like, Neemias Queta was the difference maker. Celtics pulled away late behind defense and rebounding again by Neemias Queta. And it was a very, very strong home win for Boston. Pelicans versus Clippers. The Clippers win 137-117. The Clippers exploded for a season high 43-point first quarter. Awesome. Kawhi Leonard looked absolutely dominant in this game. He had 23 points, but he just looked like he was in total control like he usually does. It's just Kawhi Leonard things, you know. Brook Lopez, 16 points and 4 threes. Really cool. Derek Jones Jr. chipped in 17 points, and the Clippers snap a 3-game losing streak. Wasn't great for the Pelicans. I believe that Jeremiah Fears had 28 points. They don't know if they want to play their rookies or if they want to play their oldies. They can't figure it out. And it's weird. It's just weird to watch this Pelicans team. I don't really understand it, but it is what it is. Kings versus Lakers. The Lakers whoop the Kings 128-104. Lakers open on a 10-2 run and they just like literally didn't look back at all. There's a lot of blowouts tonight. Really a lot of blowouts tonight. Austin Reeves set the tone as a scorer and facilitator. He was like really a primary option here. Luka had a crazy fumble, like fell and then still had a step back 3. It's like the most absurd thing I've ever watched in my life. It shouldn't have happened. LeBron finished strong in transition. Really was looking like a youngin out there with spry legs at the ripe age of 41. And Luka just hitting circus shots. Like this is a very fun Lakers game. You want to show somebody what the Lakers could be. Again, it's against the Kings, so don't get too excited about it. It's fun. Lakers offense they played unselfish. Like, this is, I think, what JJ Redick is trying to do. They just played unselfish, and it was just a very, very nice win for them. That was your daily basketball recap in 15 minutes or less. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.